So when I was a kid, I grew up completely eating Chinese food. Even though when we go out to eat, my parents would strictly stick to Chinese restaurants and eat pretty much only Chinese food. So Western food would usually be a real treat. So in high school, one way to actually get around that is to cook Western food yourself, and that's how I learned how to cook it. Just find the ingredients and learn it yourself, and it's actually pretty easy. Um, it was a great way to also introduce Western cooking to my parents as well. After all, food is universal and really is about gathering with your friends and family and enjoying different tastes and different cultures. So the first part is to parboil the lobster for 2 minutes per pound. And then you would extract the meat, including all the leg meats and the meat in the head that people would generally miss or not really know that it's there. So I would also collect all the juices of the lobster, including the lobster tamale, which gives a risotto and the overall dish a unique flavor. And we set that aside to work on the risotto, which entails sweating the onions, toast the rice to release the starch, hit it with a little bit of the white wine, and then gradually ladle in the chicken stock until the rice is cooked all the way. Just before the risotto finishes, the extracted lobster meat is butter poached with tarragon and thyme. So to finish the risotto, we stir in the parmesan and throw in the lobster juices and the tamale that we collected, and a little bit of the tarragon butter. And we garnish that with a little bit of chives and the head of the lobster. And in general, the lobster should be very soft and tender, paired with a very salty, creamy risotto with a hit of umami and a hint of nuttiness from the parmesan. The taste should remind you of the sea. Lobster risotto would usually be considered a very fancy dish, and it would be served at only upscale restaurants that would charge overly exuberant prices. Um, this would pretty much make these dishes inaccessible to those who are on a budget, especially those of students, for example. One way to circumvent that would to be just make it yourself, as the ingredients are very accessible and it's pretty simple to make. Making these foods can help these dishes become more culturally and economically accessible.